Hey guys, had a session where we weren't able to get a uh, Jennifer Gamboa on to give her talk, so wanted to do a quick recording here with her, so you guys could get that talk as well. So with Jennifer Gamboa is a author and Taekwondo black belt, and actually works a lot with kids who don't necessarily have a lot of things given in life. Some of them have autism, some of them have various things going on, but she works with them to help them kind of get their power back. She also is the author of Victim No More: How to Get Your Power Back, which is where the title of this talk comes from. But anyway, I'm excited to introduce her, and Jennifer, I'll let you take it away.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Gamboa, author of Victim No More: How to Get Your Power Back, and co-author of You Deserve the Good Things in Life. You may think of these as two different subjects, which they are, but they're one and the same journey. Learning to have a voice and reigniting the flame within while moving away from learned victimhood. As a female, we are trained to deny ourselves and put others first, but no one ever gets around to the point to say, "It's your turn now." Men are taught to go after money, but deny their passion. We need to rethink this upbringing. I came up with the title, You Deserve the Good Things in Life, because I thought it was a necessary destination for most people to understand that they have the right to go after what makes them happy and to have the good things in their life. Once you are happy, you can properly give to others out of the overflow of your heart and your pocketbook. Otherwise, your life looks like one of these two scenarios. Life was not meant to be like a zombie movie where you walk around from place to place only feeling your hunger but ignoring that you are half dead and obviously wounded and falling apart. All your emotions are turned off except the basic need to feed. Zombies drag themselves around pitifully and then attack. They pull themselves away, acting like nothing gruesome or awful just occurred. They repeat this course of action again and again, never satisfied, never healing, never bonding with anyone, even though now half the population are zombies. You may think this is silly for me to compare real life to the big screen. But don't you go through life in a crowd of people, not really interacting on a deep level? When you are at a work function, how many of those people actually know who you are besides your name and title? How many of those Facebook friends are actually there for you when you're going through tough times? Do you remember the zombie movie World War Z? In that movie, those zombies could move fast. Are you one of those type of zombies that keeps it moving? The type that jogs and is committed to going to the gym and always busy doing anything and everything? There's nothing wrong with working out. It's essential to take care of yourself and be fit and healthy. My concern is the why behind what you do. Are you staying so busy with this or that that you don't have time to think about how you feel? Are you one of those people who volunteers for everything and the only time you stop is when you become so sick that you can't get out of bed? Don't say no. I said so sick that you can't get out of bed because you could be one of those people who, even though you are sick, you go to school or practice, you go to work, and you're at every church service and help the world event. But the only person you never help is you. You may wonder why I'm talking about zombies, but the truth is I'm talking about myself. For many years in my life, I believed that if you had very high highs and joy, you would have the same amount of sorrows. So I practice keeping my emotions in check, living like a Vulcan, stay emotionally balanced. Other times I was mistaken for a robot. Just tell me what to do. My only function is to serve with a pleasant demeanor. I was constantly pushing down that which hurt me, and then it would boil over, and then I would attack that person verbally. It would take maybe a year or more for it to get to the boiling point, but nevertheless, my reactions were extreme. These scenes kept happening because I knew no other way, because I was the walking wounded. In my effort to change, I went from one extreme to the other. I became the high-speed zombie. I started working, attending college, and dating. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing. The point is, what was the reason behind what I was doing? I was running away from my emotions, disappointments, and keeping my mind distracted. When I finally decided to stop running, I devoted myself to my healing. My quality of life increased, my anxiety decreased, and my joy went higher than I ever expected. And most of my relationships changed for the better. I realized I needed my thoughts to change and my beliefs. Once I did, I no longer needed these mind-numbing, feeling-avoiding, and thought-silencing activities. Once I dealt with the unprocessed memories, I was able to start having real connections with people, not molding myself into whatever I thought would please them. Let's look at another scenario, shall we? It's almost automatic for women to wait for their Prince Charming to come along and save them from all their problems. We've been taught this by books and movies, but it's done us a disservice. We need to realize that even if we were married to Jesus Christ, Muhammad, or Buddha, we would still have to do the work to fix our lives and keep our lives on track. If a person was sick due to malnutrition, she would have to take vitamins, eat healthy, and reduce the nutritionally deficient meals. It would not be her doctor's job to come by every day to make sure she took her vitamins, or her spouse's job to cook healthy lunches. In the same way, it is no one's job but your own to uncover what makes you unhappy and discover your triggers and get the help to resolve them. This scenario can be played out with a man as well, but the man probably wouldn't go to the doctor and most likely would deny that there was a problem. For you gentlemen that are in touch with your emotions and going after healing, I commend you. We can easily blame someone else for our unhappiness. This keeps us stuck. A person may trigger you, but the unhappiness was laying there dormant due to a connection to your past that is destroying your future and causing you to limp through life, kind of zombie-like. I'm telling you, if you do the work, you won't just survive, you will thrive. The Creator doesn't want you to get by in life. He wants us to live abundantly, experiencing the fullness of His blessings. Not only will He meet our needs, but His hope is that for us to use our experiences to help others, to pull them from the pit of despair where we once were. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Proverbs 13:12, New International Version, NIV. When you start to open your mind, you will find peace and comfort, and that the answers to your dilemmas were all around you. You just have to learn how to slow down enough to see the miracles. Some people call them synchronicities. The more you believe in miracles, the more you will see them in your life. I've read many books regarding the effects of the hardening of hearts and the harm we inflict on one another trying to run away from our pain. I will tell you healthy ways to deal with your pain instead of the ways that the world tries to drown out what haunts them through drugs, alcohol, sex, or any other addiction. Life's most significant challenges help people to learn about themselves, their strengths, and their weaknesses. The feat is learning to accept the admirable along with the shameful. The next step in development is to give grace to others when you see their mistakes and deficiencies, learning to see the good in yourself and others, realizing that cooperation is better than conflict. Most regrets come from mindless reactions rather than poor planning. Of course, I'm not saying do not protect yourself or speak up when someone's out of line. I want you to stand up for yourself and others. I'm just saying some people fight first, last, and always. You have to pick your battles. Not everything is worth a fight. In the case where it's not worth the struggle and you find yourself habitually reactive, you can choose to think objectively. Sometimes if you can't physically remove yourself from a situation, you will use your mind to transport yourself to a calm and peaceful environment to reset your emotions. At that time, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Visualizing the negative energy releasing when you blow out. Imagine the blue light of calm as you breathe in. You'll be surprised how quickly you'll feel the benefits. Everything in life is a choice of how a person will respond to life knocking them around or lifting them up. You may feel an emptiness or a feeling that something is wrong, but you cannot quite put your finger on it. To heal, you have to do a self-examination. Please answer honestly to the questions I'm about to ask. Do you think you deserve to be happy? Can you come up with a list why you like or love yourself? Quickly, I mean. Do you feel like you are always chasing approval or acceptance to be considered worthy? Do you have close friends or family or both that really know who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly? And do they love you anyway? Are you looking for someone or some accomplishment to fill the void inside? Do you expect others to treat you with respect, or are you a doormat? Do you beat yourself up or put yourself down verbally or in your mind? Can you accept a compliment? If you answered no, sometimes, or maybe to most of these questions, you have self-esteem or boundary issues due to something that has occurred in your past that is still affecting you today. As human beings, we do not come out of the womb having self-esteem issues. We enter the world loving who we are from our heads to our toes. Being raised an alcoholic or drug-addictive parent can fill a child with fear or loneliness and cause the home life to be unstable. This environment can steal the child's confidence and sense of safety. Or was your family life emotionally distant? They never listened to you or talked to you about your day or your feelings. This form of neglect affects how you interact with others, which has a tremendous effect on your dating life. You will tend to gravitate towards a partner that lacks self-control, has anger issues, is emotionally distant, a poor listener, and repeats the patterns of your childhood. As a child, you may not have been able to keep yourself safe, but you can now. You are safe. When you are safe, you are empowered to make your own choices and take better care of yourself. That low level of constant feeling of danger can disappear if you work on your healing. Affirmations are beneficial for breaking old habits and changing poor thinking patterns. With affirmations, you need to know the format so that you can understand how the mind works. You will fashion a message that works specifically on what's you're dealing with in your life. Always use positive words and ideas. Never use the actual words you're trying to avoid. For example, please don't let me fail this test. I don't want to be heavy all my life. Help me stop feeling lonely. The subconscious hears, I want to be heavy all my life. Please help me to fail this test. Help me be lonely. Use the opposite words. Do not use words that show lack, like want, need, or help. Use sentences with I am and I have. For example, I am fit and trim. I have passed my test with a high score. I am happy and my life is full of love, and I share a wonderful companionship with a person that is my perfect mate. The more specific you are, the better. And name a date you want this affirmation to be accomplished. We can choose to focus on the problems or the blessings. I had to learn to refocus my energy. It helped me to be grateful because we don't live in a perfect world. It's up to us to control our thoughts and our feelings. When you are grateful for what you have, we open up our lives for more opportunities to be appreciative. You can use these affirmations or alter them as needed. Grateful list. I am grateful to be alive and healthy. I am grateful I accept and love myself. I am grateful I have peace and happiness in my mind and heart. I am grateful to have found my purpose in life. I am grateful to have good boundaries. I am grateful to be a parent and a spouse. I am grateful to be single and successful. I am grateful to have a career that I love. I am grateful that I have a job that respects and pays me well. I am grateful, fill in the blank, for my favorite coach or teacher. I am grateful to have a comfortable home or apartment, whatever one applies. I am grateful for my pet. I am grateful for my friends. A thankful list is to activate what you want or want to improve in your life. State it as you already have it, and things will align to bring it to you. I have used this in helping a gentleman in his midlife who has never had a new car. He got a new car within a couple months. I've also helped to motivate a director to start living his life, not just traveling around the world, but never seeing it. Because his motto was, it's all work and no play. Now he gets facials and massages and goes exploring in the cities when he travels on business. The added ingredient is visualize yourself having that which you want. Feel how happy that will make you once you have it, and hold on to that feeling. Thankful list. I am thankful I have surpassed my highest hopes and dreams. I am thankful I can say no and feel okay with it without long explanations. I am thankful my relationships are getting more positive and healthier every day. I am thankful I can let go of the thoughts that do not serve me. I am thankful I had the courage to heal from my past. I am thankful I am worth more than I ever imagined, and now I know it. I am thankful that I respect myself and I expect others to respect me. I am thankful to be more than good enough. I am always moving and growing in a positive direction. I love that I can accept a compliment, and I am thankful to be worthy of these compliments. I am thankful that any new thing that pops up from my past that I need to work on is just clearing the way for an awesome future for my life. I am thankful I can be myself around my friends and my family. I am thankful I am safe. I am thankful I deserve happiness and peace in my life. I accept and love my body just the way it is, at the same time moving towards health. I am thankful to have a great support system. I am thankful I am in control of my life and I have taken my power back. I am thankful I am thriving. I can be anything I set my mind to achieve, and I am thankful for it. I am thankful that I forgive myself and others because it frees me up to move in a positive direction in my present and my future. Practice saying these in your head when you have doubts or negative thoughts emerge. I would write the repeating doubt in the opposite phrase and look at it often. For example, if you call yourself stupid when you make a mistake, create the phrase, I learned from my mistakes and I am smarter because of it. Practice in the mirror saying, I love you, and use your name. If you can't do that, say, I like you, Sean. I like you, Carol. Don't forget to put your name in that place. If you can't say that, say, I am growing to accept myself more every day. And say it in front of the mirror with a smile of confidence. The way we think is a major part of why we are unhappy. We need to stop second guessing ourselves. As people, we can be so afraid of making a mistake. You never make a decision about anything or take any risk to go after your dreams. You will be happier if you actually start and complete things that bring you joy. Far too many of us look for happiness outside of ourselves. In a relationship, a car, a house, a job, a title, a promotion, a particular salary, a specific body dimensions. You won't always be young and healthy, but you can choose to be happy. Some people think that if they get the successful, good-looking partner, it will help them feel worthy and better about themselves. You might have a marvelous partner, but if you are insecure, you will always keep working hard to keep that person, and you are fearful you'll lose that person. And if you do lose that person, you'll even feel worse about yourself because you never thought that you were worthy or good enough to deserve them. Or you were pretending to be whatever they wanted you to be and weren't valuing yourself. Being happy starts with loving and respecting yourself, learning to solve your problems, maturing, and learning to take constructive criticism. You also can learn to toss out the statements from people who are jealous and envious and want to tear you down. If you don't know yourself, you won't know if someone is telling a lie or the truth, because the truth hurts, but so does a lie. It takes knowing yourself to figure out if what you are hearing is meant to help you or hurt you. And if you don't believe in or trust your gut feelings, you won't know for sure. We can't change the past, but we can change how we react to it and our attitudes about it. The way we eat and what we put on our body affects our mood. We tend to make a lot of decisions out of habit. Acknowledging the issues brings it from the subconscious and brings it into the conscious so we can make better choices. It's up to us to rewrite our story for a better life. We must start and finish the healing process, whether the criminal is brought to justice or not. The more of us who heal, the more we will give hope to the countless others that have these various crimes have impacted. The media is never going to be held accountable for what they bombard us with on a daily, hourly basis. Neither will the fast food or processed food industries. So we have to make better choices. You have to develop strategies to reduce their influence on your self-image and values. Those who have a negative body image about themselves, I recommend the audiobook by Louise L. Hay called Love Your Body. It's a positive affirmations for loving and appreciating your body. I say audiobook because you can play it before you go to bed or when you have negativity, and it works on a subconscious level. to erase any negative statements people have said to you in the past or the present, or you have said to yourself. Another excellent book, also by Louise Hay, is for self-esteem, called Self-Esteem Affirmations, that are both audible and subliminal. I have developed a process to help you get to the root of the problem quickly without getting stuck in the situation. It's called Unplowed Ground Journaling. Number 1, you will examine what others did to you that hurt you. What did they do or say that bothered you or did not do that you needed from them? Was it on purpose or a mistake? Did they repeat the offense after they apologized? When they apologized, did it seem sincere? Did they show they care? Did they blame you for the way that they behaved? 2, at that time, how did that make you feel? What emotions did it stir up in you? 3, when the situation occurred, how did you choose to respond? How did it change your thinking, behavior, heart, and relationships? Okay, note, find a scripture that speaks to the pain that was caused to help you avoid spiraling into blame or bitterness. Look up the scripture to redirect your reactions so you will not be self-righteous. Then compare their behavior and yours with the scripture so that you can see no one was better than the other, because usually neither took the right path 100%. The exercise exposes change and growth that are needed in all parties involved. Let's take a light scenario. The name has been changed to protect the individual. Let's call her Angie. Angie stole my money from my piggy bank. I needed her to appreciate our new friendship and be worthy of my mother and I's kindness. Do not steal, do not lie, do not deceive one another. Leviticus 19:11, NIV. Number 2, I felt hurt, sad, angry, and distrustful. In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. Ephesians 4:26, NIV. 3, I responded by no longer saving money. I spent money as soon as I got it, so no one else could take it from me. The fear of having extra money lying around caused me to buy things I didn't need. It caused me to put my future at risk. It made me not be prepared for financially for emergencies when I became an adult, which resulted in me living from paycheck to paycheck. I became an emotional spender. So who has the problem, Angie or me? It was something I pushed down. So I was reacting, not even understanding why I was behaving this way, until I started to dig. There were so many things I began to push down and to avoid, hurt and shame. Then these reactions became extreme when I could not hold them down any longer. The responses caused me to feel embarrassed and shameful all over again. This pattern progressed since childhood, causing me to have a festering volcano within by the time I was in high school. I cultivated anger as my instrument of protection, which was supposed to guard me against future hurt. It might have made me feel stronger than being afraid, but it hurt others around me. And I was so prideful, I only looked at how they hurt me and not how I hurt others. Usually if I hurt a particular person, I felt justified because it was payback for how he caused me anguish. Hardship befalling others was not my intention. I had to change or I would destroy healthy relationships with everyone around me. If God did not intervene, I would become a brute beast, a curse on the uncontrollable anger of their discriminate wrath. Genesis 49:7, the Message. Here was a better way for me to respond. Don't owe anything to anyone except your outstanding debt to continually love one another. For the one who learns to love has fulfilled every requirement in the law. Romans 13:8, the Passion. Luckily, through finding God, my life began to heal. I make a daily effort to work through the hurts with others not thinking that they did hurt me on purpose. If I thought they did whatever affliction against me by design, I would have never been vulnerable enough to let them know how much anguish they caused me. Sometimes I would get offended because someone said something that reminded me of an event from my past that was not resolved. Therefore, it was not their problem, but mine. If you don't dig, you will continue to think it's the other person's problem. You will discover once you start your healing, when you look back to read your journal, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. I know what I'm doing. I have it all planned out. Plans to take care of you, not to abandon you. Plans to give you the future you hope for. Jeremiah 29:11, the Message. Charge into your healing like you would when the Black Friday doors open. Don't stop until you have achieved your desired goal. I believe in you, and I am sending you positive thoughts and prayers for your healing. Please love yourself enough to stop just surviving and start thriving by completing your healing. Thank you for your time. Namaste.